Welcome back. Recognize me from the last video? It's because I'm filming this for two at a time because I'm just like that. Boom. Anyways, this is finishing up the North Island, so it should be a bit of a shorter video because we weren't really in the North Island for too much. Some cool stuff happened, nothing crazy, some spelunking, but no, it was a really fun time, and I hope you enjoy. I certainly did. And yeah, just make sure to smash that subscribe button. I'm gonna stop making that joke because it's bad. So after our delay, we hopped on the ferry, which was leaving the Sound just around sunset. So we got these beautiful sunset views. Just a little too late. We couldn't see much detail of the Sound, but we'll take what we can get. It was still really pretty, but we did get these really nice shots of the moon. So you can see the moon here in this clip. The ferry this time was also much nicer than the last, the ferry on the way down to the South Island. As I don't know if you can remember from the couple videos ago, but this one was much bougier, so much nicer, and the boat didn't rock nearly as much, so we were actually able to I guess we didn't get shut-eye, but we were able to not, have to lay on the ground in order to stop ourselves from puking. But Ryan got some food. We head out to the top deck. We want to watch the sunset, and we watched some YouTube videos and such. So a much more pleasant ride to the North Island this time. And when we got to the North Island and spent the night, we went to Te Papa, which is a museum in Wellington. And this museum was amazing. They had a bunch of different exhibits, all really well put together. This first exhibit you see here is about the kind of wildlife of New Zealand, both present and prehistoric. So this is the Haast eagle right here. Just look how big that thing is. That used to live solely off of moa, and this is apparently a wild dog. It just looks so funny. Another exhibit was Gallipoli. A lot of New Zealand soldiers fought at this battle, so there was a really, really touching, moving exhibit about it, with these incredibly detailed sculptures that were really, really lifelike. A really, really heavy exhibit. Glad I saw it though. And then afterwards, there was a kind of art area where there was a bunch of different art from different New Zealand artists. Some really interesting pieces. And these, you can see very big areas. And this one was actually one of my favorites. This is a Maori kind of string technique, which they kind of put under this UV light to kind of have them really pop, which I thought was really, really interesting and I liked a lot. And they also had a big Maori exhibit as well, kind of looking at kind of the culture of the Maori and their history in New Zealand, which was really amazing, and I really enjoyed it. Sadly, we didn't get to spend a ton of time in there because we only had so much time in Wellington before we had to head up the coast. Because after the museum, we headed up to the park because there's some Lord of the Rings sites, of course. You know me. I wanted to go see some of the Lord of the Rings sites before we left. And this is the park. It was really pretty. It was right along a hillside. Get off the road! So that same day, we headed out from Wellington and went all the way up back to Tongariro National Park. It was a very long day. We spent the night, and then the next morning we were going to wake up early to try to do the crossing, but the weather was just not right, and we were also very tired from all the driving. So we woke up a little later, but we still decided to head over there because I wanted to see to be frank, some more Lord of the Rings sites. And well worth it because it was also right next to a ski field, so we were able to see what some of the skiing is like in New Zealand. Get off, you maggots! Don't you know we're at war? So this is where the Battle of the Last Alliance of Men and Elves was filmed, but also where Fram and Soda were lost in the Emyn Wheel. This is a famous scene too. So pretty cool area, and super pretty by itself, but also really felt like Mordor, which was super cool to kind of be able to step into. Hi, we are on Mead's Wall. It's a little wall. Big wall. It's a big wall, actually.
I mean, yeah, head down to the valley.
Pretty cool stuff. We came over this way because there's some Lord of the Rings filming sites, so of course I dragged a ride along. I also wanted to show you that, boom, ski mountain, or ski field, I guess. Okay. Where'd he go? So we couldn't stay there too long because we had our Waitomo Caves adventures booked that same day. Okay, so we are now at Waitomo Caves. Apparently we've signed up for, we signed up for Haggis Honking Holes, which the woman very kindly is very stoked.
As
Indiana Jones.
Oh, no, Indiana Jones caving
goes caving
with getting flushed away tied to a rope.
So
thanks, Dad.
It's gonna be fun.
Really appreciate it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, in the meantime, we're
That's a beautiful chess set.
gonna play a game of chess, and I'm gonna lose. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I can confirm he did end up beating me quite assuredly, but it was still really fun. And you can see that's us kind of getting ready to go. And these are some of the fields that we passed in order to get to the caves. There's just cows all along the road, and even a little baby cow in there, which was super cute. But the caves themselves were unbelievable. Really a bit less glowworm, and as you can see here from this photo and the other ones that I'll show you, it was really more of like a spelunking. I mean, we really were rappelling down waterfalls, like literally, and like crawling through these tiny holes and rock climbing up walls. I mean, it was amazing. We both had an absolute blast. So thank you again, Zan. This was really like spectacular. And here's the after photo of us triumphantly returning. So the next couple of days we spent in Papamoa, resting and recovering and getting ready for the next leg of our trip. And we both want to thank Bryce and Nadine so much for all of their help and letting us stay with them and giving us just such amazing company and food and advice. And that was, afterwards we headed up to Auckland, and that was the end of our North Island trip. We are sitting in the airport. It is about 12 o'clock. We've been here since about 5 o'clock, so it's already been about 7 hours or so. And we'll be here for another 4 until we can actually check into our flight and then go into the waiting area. Because our flight actually leaves us at 7. So we're just chilling in the airport and waiting because we don't want to buy a hotel. So yeah, fun stuff. But New Zealand was great. Thailand next. So my very first McDonald's burger of any kind. I've already had one bite, but I guess for the camera.
Still alive.
I can see why Europe maybe considers this cake rather than bread. It definitely doesn't. It tastes like good, but it definitely doesn't taste real.
See, I'm pretty sure that they left a McDonald's burger in like a cage for 180 days and it didn't decompose.
Yeah, no, it's pretty disturbing. What? I hope you enjoyed. Bit of a shorter video, and now here we are. I guess this is kind of pretty much up to date because it's kind of going up to this moment in the airport. Here we are in the airport. Exciting stuff. There's nobody around. I've seen 2 flights full of people come and go. That's just the joy of the airport, right? Anyways, very excited for the next step in Bangkok. Thank you again for watching, and I will, see you in the next one. Boom, boom.